and it is November 17th, 2024. So, good morning and welcome to this video. It is 43 degrees in New Hampshire, so it's not as cold as it was on Friday. It's hard to know what to wear in New Hampshire this time of year. You have to wear layers. I took a chance and wore this turtleneck. I hope I don't regret it. I hope I don't get too hot today. But I do have a coat, so I can wear that or not wear that. So yeah, welcome to Monday. Friday was a good day. Now it's Monday again. So I'm off a little bit earlier because I have some preparations to do at school. And so this morning I had for breakfast, I had sourdough bread. And I ended up eating a yogurt. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about sourdough bread because it seems like it's all the rage right now. Everybody's making sourdough bread. So I did get some sourdough starter from a friend of mine, so I need to make something with that. Way back a few years ago in 2020, I actually made some videos on sourdough and how to make it, because in 2020 people were buying all the yeast and they were kind of hoarding all the bread making materials. And so I had fun with it because I was home more. It's harder to do when you're not home all the time, and you have to kind of know what to do. If you're not home all the time, you have to figure out how to time everything. So I do have some starter on my counter right now, and it smells really good actually. I was really blessed on Saturday. I went to my daughter's house for dinner and to see the kids, and she made sourdough bread. So we had cheddar, some kind of cheddar bread, sourdough bread, and then we also had a jalapeno pepper one a couple weeks ago. So she's getting into making different types of flavors, and also cinnamon swirl sourdough bread. And it's really good. It's a different type of consistency. It's not as spongy as regular white bread. It's definitely different. I had some yesterday for breakfast, and it was pretty good. But I have to say, I watched a video yesterday about how it's better for you, and it's better for your digestive system and everything. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for watching, I guess. It seems like everybody likes to watch these car drive chats, but I'm talking about sourdough today. And the weather is 42 degrees, and it's kind of overcast today. It's not the most sunniest day, and I tell you, everything looks brown. This week is a 5-day week for school, and then we have a 2-day week. So we're kind of gearing up to prepare for a few days off, which is kind of nice. But anyway, I was reading about how sourdough is good for your digestive system, and I have to say, yesterday and today my stomach felt really good. So there might be something to this as far as health reasons. And I don't know what we put in regular bread. You know, like store-bought bread has all the chemicals in it. I've also made homemade bread, but that's usually I usually get the unbleached flour. So the unbleached is better for you, but now also the whole grain is even better. So the better the ingredients, obviously the better it is for your body and everything. But sometimes, you know, we go back to the old ways and we realize those were actually healthier ways and better for us and everything else. So just a suggestion, if you know somebody that sells sourdough bread, show them some love, buy some from them, support them. It takes a lot of time. Like, I think my daughter was buying sourdough bread for like $4 a loaf. But it's not necessarily the ingredients that go into it, but the time that it takes, the expertise, the knowledge of what to do, and being there for all the different steps. You have to grow the culture, then you have to, let it rise on your counter, then you have to mix it up, then you have to let it wait, like 2 times. And a lot of people cook it in the Dutch oven, which would be, I have a cast iron pot that I can cook it in. You can cook it in that, or you can also, I've seen it, you can even cook it in your crock pot. So that's another way that you can cook sourdough bread without having to sit there with it all the time. I also have a bread machine, and so maybe I'll look into that. That's really cool. I have 2 bread machines, and that might work for me to mix it up in that, and then you can just let the timer do the work. So, oh, it's starting to rain. So I guess today is going to be a rainy day, which is fine. We have 5-day work week this week, headed off to school, and then we have 2 days, we have a Thanksgiving. Another really fun thing to do this time of year is to make a cornucopia from bread dough. And I have a couple of videos on that on my channel. A bread dough cornucopia. I made those with my home ec students at my school. And what you need is like aluminum foil, and you make a cone. Then you spray that with pan spray, and then you take, what I did for school was I just bought frozen bread dough, but you can make your own bread dough, and then you wrap it around the cone, and then you let it rise for about an hour, and then you bake it. And it turns out really great. When you cool it down, you can pull the tin foil out, and then you have a cornucopia for your holiday table. So you can either put rolls in it, you can put maybe crackers and cheese, make it like a centerpiece with hors d'oeuvres on it, any type of food you want to put out for before your dinner. Or you could just even put flowers in it, just to make it decorative, whatever you want to do. But it's a really fun thing to do for yourself. I have a friend that she has adult kids, and they all get together and they make cornucopia as a tradition, and then they bring it home to their family. So that's a really fun thing to do this time of year, and it's great for homeschool families. I know a lot of my friends do gingerbread houses, and that might be more like a Christmas type thing, and cornucopia might be a fun thing to do as a family with your kids. And this week would be the week to do it before next week when all the real cooking starts. So I just wanted to come on and do my car chat this morning. Thank you so much for those of you who are watching these car chats. Thank you for coming to my channel. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers, and I really would like to get up to 1,000. I have a lot of viewers that are interested in my teaching video when I taught student teaching, and I quit. I did not go back to the public school after that. It was terrible. And I just did not feel like I could support their type of education. So I made that video. Then I made a video about quitting homeschooling. But never fear, I did it for like 15 years. I have to sit down and figure out exactly my timeline of experience, but I graduated 6 kids out of homeschooling, and then I had 7 kids left, and I needed a change. So I actually started working at a local Christian school. So I did that, and I quit homeschooling, and now I am teaching at a Christian school about 40 minutes from my house, and I really do like it. I'm glad for the days off, though. I feel like whenever you get to where you're pushed to the limit and you're exhausted and you need a break, it's time for a break, like Thanksgiving break. And then in between Thanksgiving and Christmas can be a little bit of a challenge because everybody's excited and getting ready for the holidays and that stuff. So we only have a little bit of time between those 2 holidays. Then we get our Christmas break, and then we go back in January, and then the weeks can be a little long in the January, February, March range, but once you get to March, it seems like school like accelerates. And we do have a senior this year, so I have one boy who is graduating, and then I have one more boy graduating next year, and that will be it. All my kids will be grown, which is a weird feeling for me because I've had kids for 36 years now, so we'll see. I have plenty of things to do. I tell my students I've never been bored in my life. I've always got something to do, probably too many things to do. I was watching a video this morning about Mel Robbins. Mel Robbins is a podcaster, and I've enjoyed her videos a lot recently. And she was talking about why are we so busy? And maybe one of the reasons is just I really like doing this, and I like doing that, and I like doing this, and I like doing that. So sometimes it's hard to narrow it down. But in the midst of all of my busyness, I do love to knit. So on my channel, I have a series about Claire's Carolina shawl, the Outlander shawl. The Outlander series. I guess they have a lot of knitted garments in those movies, but I made that shawl from the movie there and kind of made a video series about it. And I also have Grandma's Favorite Dishcloth. That would be for beginners. If you really want to start knitting from scratch, I'd recommend those videos. I also have a series of crochet videos. If those are private. If you would like to start crocheting, please message me below and I will send you the link to my crochet videos. Those are like basic if you have kids. That I made those for a course for a virtual school, and if you have students that you would like to teach how to crochet, this would be for ages 10 and up. And even adults could watch these videos, and they're not just this is how you do this. There's some conversation, there's some tips about yarn and different learning things in there. Like I said, I made them for a virtual school, and the class can be purchased, so those videos are on private, but I can send those with a link. So let me know if you would like to be a beginner crocheter, and we can send you those videos. So thank you for watching. I'm going to head out now. I'm going to sign off and then drive the rest of the way to school. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.